right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are, game number 2, Team Moriarty versus SFTe-sports here. The winner looking to advance on to play Team Tuho tomorrow to see who then ultimately advances on to the next round of the main event right here. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by ZrRock. You're tuning into the SkinCoin WCA event. SkinCoin.org website you should check out, the latest cryptocurrency on the esports market. Definitely get in there early, and you can trade for your favorite skins, both in Dota 2 as well, of course, CSGO on top of that. So again, SkinCoin.org. All right, the draft has started here. Nyx Assassin, the first pick for Moriarty. You got a Ancient Apparition Monkey King response on the side of SFT. So interesting. Monkey King, pretty early on Monkey King here. Usually we see him later on, if anything, as a core pickup, but they go with the second pick, Monkey King.
Yeah, definitely curious to see how this is going to work out for them. One very common answer to Monkey King has been Oracle lately, just because of the multitude of ways you can just screw with what he wants to do. You can disarm him, you can purge the actual Jingu buff off of him, even just using the ult to save somebody. A lot of tools there. I'm wondering if we might see that come into play.
Dire team ban.
Jakiro. We're going to see.
Well, that answers my question.
There you go. Jakiro.
This hero's been seen a lot.
Yep.
I don't think he's bad. I just don't know if he's
10 seconds
that
remaining.
good. I don't know. I'm really curious. It's the games he gets time to chill on his own. Like from the 15 to 25 minute mark. If he gets that couple of minutes where he can just sit in trees, come out, nuke a wave, plunk a tower with liquid fire, then you're generally going to win the game. But I think that might be a chicken egg kind of thing, because if you can do that, you're probably already winning. He just makes you win more.
From what I've seen and kind of just understood as over time here with we've been seeing more and more of the Jakiro picks, it's kind of a mix of just his self-sustain as a support option is just so good. He's up there with the best, if not, you can argue the best in a lot of ways, especially as that 5 support role goes. But then on top of that, the diversity he does have as a something like a second pick here is a good option to pick him, because unlike a lot of other supports, he's one where you pick him up in this spot and you could transition to a mid, even an off lane we've seen happen several times here. So it's that gives him kind of another strength on top of just, again, that sustain and maybe the split push presence that he does bring in the games. So now bans to follow. Got Chaos Knight.
I'm wondering if we're going to see the Kunkka from SFT. It's been paired with this AA Monkey King combo most times that we've seen these two as an opener. If I'm Team Moriarty, you got to be thinking about that, wondering if you're ready to deal with it if that comes in. Like the biggest weakness lately for Kunkka has been that his damage got nerfed so badly, but those two heroes just dump damage on the side of SFT right now. So kind of mitigates that downside a lot if you're just killing him during the torrent anyway.
Yeah. Well, Wraith King ban by SFTe-sports. It's very curious. It's like one of those, we did so well with it, they might pick it up because we did well with it, so we're just going to ban it, kind of. That just feels weird.
Oh man, is this going to be a 4 Monkey King?
That's what I was just about to say, because yeah, Monkey King into a Faceless Void on the same, that feels odd, but if it's more of a 4 Monkey King, maybe it's not as bad.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, it seems cool either way. I'm so down for this.
How does that work with the statues inside?
I believe they still attack.
Okay.
Because they're not actually units. They're like casting an auto attack spell.
Yeah. If that's the case, then maybe it does make a little more sense then. Because I was thinking that they would be frozen too, and then that just completely defeats the purpose. But no, that actually makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why they would be frozen if they're not actual clickable units there. So
I'm double checking this.
Okay, well, I mean, they picked it up, so I also want to suggest that they probably know that, if anything, and if that was the case, then maybe they wouldn't be going this combo. But
yeah, they definitely still work in ult.
Okay. That, and obviously there's the Faceless Void Ancient Apparition combo. I mean, A's Chilling Touch is already going to be very powerful this game, as it usually is. But they got a plenty of right click with those two heroes coming out. So now Moriarty has to figure out what they want to do against this. There is still a Necrophos. It's still there. There they go, Batrider. Anti-Monkey King of sorts. Burn all those trees. Gives him a solid initiation as well to go with now, but don't really have their cores yet.
5 seconds remaining. Team pick.
That's a hero long forgotten.
Yeah, it really is. The Bloodlust bot, that is.
This is the one that started the horror of dual lane middle. He just ignites you and runs at you. It's just awful. Ogre, it's all your fault for bringing this terrible meta upon us.
Orb of Venom, Ignite, pretty strong combo early on.
Pairs really nicely with 2 physical damage cores too. Multiple bloodlust targets.
Team ban.
Enchantress.
There's the pony we've been seeing banned.
Yeah, there's the Enchantress.
And honestly, against this lineup, it could do some serious work. It's a lot of physical damage and not a ton of magic damage coming out. So killing this Enchantress pre-BKB is going to be very difficult.
Remaining.
Yeah, it's going to be of concern for SFTe-sports. The 4th pick
it
there.
also means one of these is a core.
One of what?
These 4 heroes on Moriarty. One of these is mid or carry.
Oh, of course. Oh, well, all right, good point. I actually just expected it was going to be Enchantress, but I guess they could do like a 4 Enchantress and offlane Batrider and have that mid Jakiro that we're talking about.
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of ways to manipulate this, but what it's telling you is BKB just wins you this game if you're SFT.
They ban the Drow. I think that's a good ban there. Don't want to get drowed.
10 seconds remaining.
Zeus would just demolish this Moriarty lineup.
5 seconds remaining.
Like, absolutely demolish it. It gives you the magic damage to kill Enchantress. It gives you a ton of damage to dump into Chronosphere. You use the ult proactively in a team fight. You stop the Batrider blink. It's so good here, actually.
20 seconds left. They end up banning Phoenix instead. Phoenix would have been a really odd pick. I guess they could have like offlane Phoenix here.
Yeah, it would have been offlane Phoenix mid monkey.
There's the idea of the Phoenix synergy with the Chronosphere as well, I guess. So not your everyday pick, but something that Moriarty feared. Maybe they feel like they don't really have the best to destroy the egg as well, which I kind of see too. So. What's that final pick, though, man? 20 seconds left. Is this going to be a core Jakiro or a core Enchantress? And then also, what is this final pick has to be a core of sorts. I mean, there's no way they're doing like Enchantress Jakiro as their 2 cores. But
unless you go like Shadow Shaman here, run a mid, and you just push. Okay. I think it might be mid Jakiro.
It probably is. Yeah, and again, maybe they are going to wait to see what the matchup is, right? Because at this point now, if you're SFT, that's also something you're going through.
5 seconds remaining.
As far as expecting that, perhaps.
I still like Zeus.
Yeah, the troll doesn't really change that much. How would he fare against Jakiro?
Fine.
Yeah, no
you just ignore him and Arc Lightning creeps.
Yeah.
Then when you're 5, if somebody comes mid, you kill him.
Okay, we'll see if that's on their list. Other heroes that maybe come to mind. I mean, there's always like a Viper, a Visage.
Viper would be fine. You kind of want some magic damage here. You need a way to pop through the Enchantress. So it's making me lean towards like Lina, Zeus.
Okay.
That area. Otherwise, you're going to really struggle to kill Enchantress before you get BKBs up.
That or the Silver Edge itself.
The problem with Silver Edge is the first attack is still slowed.
Oh.
So it takes so long to get that very first attack off.
That's a good point. There's no ability that breaks, right?
Doom.
It's only... Oh, I guess Doom. Okay, well. So Doom.
Alright.
You may now select your heroes.
It's like the hybrid. It does enough magic damage they're going to be able to get through the Enchantress early. And then once we get to the late game, you'll have potentially 3 BKBs up. So then it's a non-issue.
Man, that Batrider is flying really high. All right, so Jakiro being played by Flash. I'm trying to remember from last game. Who was what? Was Flash their mid?
Flash is usually their 5.
Is he? Okay. So Wish was probably their core then. Chill was the off lane, yeah, so he's playing the Batrider.
Yeah, mid Enchantress is what it's looking like.
Mid Enchantress. Unless they do like a bat mid with then Enchantress in the lane, but
yeah, that's odd. That's not even a lane I think Enchantress wins that heavily. Like, if she goes to grab a creep to try to help the lane, Mirana can just slam an arrow into it and insta-kill that, get a little bonus gold. The kill potential is always there for Enchantress to just die. I mean, Enchantress's base HP is very, very low.
what about a troll mid then? Does that change anything?
That
really?
would be better. Like, you can at least survive a little bit of poke, I guess. I don't know. This laning setup's definitely odd from Moriarty.
It's a unique one. Definitely a unique one here, but maybe that's what they need.
Prepare for battle.
To beat a no doubt solid team that is SFTe-sports once again. So Peksu, top lane, Ancient Apparition, getting the vision down with the smoke. It's a 1-0 lead for SFT, as you see at the top here of your screen. As long as it's a ticketed match, that's the best way to find that information, guys. I'll let you know right up there. All right, Jakiro got in. Did he place anything? It doesn't look like it. Seen by Mirana. They got a ward top lane, though, up at the camp up here. A rune spot. Nyx is hiding up here for the time being with the Batrider. And Enchantress, sure enough, is going to end up mid, actually. So,
Monkey King's just sitting there as a llama.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, Monkey King's early on are pretty silly. That is cute. Not going to lie.
It smiles so derpy.
It's a llama. Of course it does. Shadow Demon Ags Demonic Purge has a break. Does it really?
The battle begins.
So that does too. So you got Doom and then that. Okay. I did hear rumors on the next, one of the next heroes, the Armadillo looking one. He may possibly have a break effect.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, because in the video, you know, they show him chopping off the quills of Bristleback. So
that's
kind of the logic.
Deep digging there.
That's hey, you never know. That's why I said it was a rumor.
So it's Monkey mid.
Huh. Versus an Enchantress. This is not something you expect to see every day.
It's also a really not fun matchup for the Monkey King. It's almost impossible to get Jingo Master who stacks up on Enchantress.
Ogre is here to assist at least, but that's a fair point. He actually got the balance strike, of course, at level 1. So I wonder if they were maybe expecting the troll and then Enchantress safe lane, or if they just went into this anyways, figuring that they'd be fine with it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think Mirana would do far better into Enchantress.
Top lane, Faceless Void, being harassed by the Nyx Assassin, but just has those boots and can't really do too much yet. Forces a time walk out though, and Batrider is having somewhat free farm for the time being. You see the Nature's Attendants, the heal pop from Enchantress. Brings him right back up. So, Nikwa at the bottom lane on Mirana. Have to hope that she does well if you're SFTe-sports.
Yeah, bottom lane Mirana's always well, because they're going to just arrow out this hard camp over and over. It's guaranteed XP, it's very good gold. It's a nice, easy way to keep steady income coming, even if you're totally zoned off the wave. And it sort of blocks the pull for them. If you're killing the big creep every time, there's no benefit in pulling it.
They want this kill, man. They're going to go for Ancient Apparition. The first stack applied to Sticky Napalm. Here comes another. Impale on both, too. Man, Illidan needs to be careful not to get killed as well here. Trying to get the turn.
Go for it.
Tower, yes, it gets it. But as you mentioned, Illidan. Okay. Time walk wasn't up yet, but it didn't matter.
Nice.
So
it's like overly aggressive, bloody games.
Selfish.
Bottom lane?
Bit of
What's
a
this?
man fight in mid, actually. Oh, bot lane. Yeah, they're fine.
He's fine.
Like, Nikwa or Wish and Thompson actually beat on each other long enough there that he did get Jingu stacks up, but Ended up being about a wash once you factor in Nature's Attendance. They're both just sitting there full.
CS-wise, Thompson's dominating. He's doubling the CS of Enchantress here, but Ogre is probably to thank for that as well. I'm sure.
And Enchantress's base damage is like really heavy ramp up. It gets a lot better as she gets just a few levels.
See, heads back in with the Invis now. Doesn't have Fire Blast though, and even if he did, don't know if they're really getting a kill here. Just going to continue to put that
It's going to be a lot of
harassment.
pressure. If Wish walks up the hill, they have a chance.
There we go. Opens up the Bloodlust. Ignite put up. Thompson running in.
Now the Boundless crits.
There you go, the Boundless crit and the auto attack to finish it. So yeah, they were tanking a creep wave with that too, but confident that they can make it happen. And
Ogre
no heal.
ignores creeps. Dude's got like 8 armor and 5 HP regen. He doesn't know what creeps are.
Well, that's a good execution on the part of SFTe-sports, picking up. Knowing, especially without the heal as well, that essentially was a free kill.
They just needed the room to chase her down.
Yeah, Faceless Void, he's just hugging the tower. This Batrider and Nyx Assassin continue to work together. 4-minute bounty rune's going to spawn, and Nyx will pick it up. It's back to the middle.
Dire's top tower
Enchantress.
is under attack.
Regen rune's going to be picked up by Thompson, and it's pretty good timing too. Heals him up, gives him back to full mana as he was running low as well. So,
And it makes it so he doesn't need a bottle yet. It gives him time to get another starter item.
still expect to see the Echo Saber on him, perhaps. I mean, nothing really
for sure.
changing here as far as playing mid.
I would imagine so. It's so good on Monkey. You just need a way to get to 4 stacks reliably, and that item is so good at making sure you get there.
So sorry.
Top lane Faceless Void. He's in the face of Batrider right now. Batrider's running at him though. Time walk on cooldown.
Dead.
Knows this. Is he really dead? God, that does get. It starts adding up so much damage. Jeez. You're right. Not underestimate Batrider, man.
Yeah, this matchup is not good for Faceless Void unless he puts a point in time dilation.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
point.
all he needs, though. If he puts 1 point in that, he only gets napalmed once,
Radiant's
like
top
twice in
tower
an
is
entire
under
fireplay,
attack.
basically.
Yeah.
And Batrider's slowed.
Yeah, he might think about leveling that up at level 5 here. I really wouldn't be surprised. Especially with that
Like,
dying.
As carry Void, you just have this urge to get time lock max first, because that's how you kill people. You just get a bash in chrono, it does double damage, and then you kill people. But if you're dying in lane, that's like counterintuitive. You gotta live first, then kill people.
Speaking of dying in lane, Thompson's trying not to die in lane, but the final auto attack finishes him. From Enchantress, he got the rotation of Jakiro and Nyx Assassin. Now they're trying to pick off Ogre Magi as well. You mentioned he's a beefy guy. Has those boots. He's eventually going to be found by the Enchantress, though, and one more will do it. Double kill for Wish here
I guess
on
you're
Enchantress. So, a funky middle matchup, but double kill for the Enchantress.
Right when she got the ult, they rotated him. Nice timing.
Oh, yeah, the Impetus. And the Shrine use is going to be coming out as well. Back to the middle. Time dilation. He did get it at level 5. Pops it right there on a Batrider. They're going for a kill themselves. He's not getting any bash procs, though.
Now he can just
There you
get
go.
turned on, though. Now that this is down. If Illidan ever time walks, Bat just now gets to commit on him.
Yeah, no mana.
Like, you have to save that as an ultra defensive tool. You really don't want to use that until Bat Fireflies.
Can't capitalize there. Trying to turn on him. Middle lane again. Flash runs in on Jakiro. Applies the pressure. Liquid Fire.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That dual breath, but out comes the Bloodlust to
Watch.
kind of take it off, I guess. Level 2 Bloodlust here. Bottom lane Troll Whirler, really haven't mentioned him much, but he's just really doing his thing. Has the phase boots, 900 gold saved up. I'm sure
He's
Mask of
double
Madness
CS
is
in the
coming up.
Void. Yeah, he's huge compared to everyone else in this game.
Nature attend us.
Gonna try again, but she got the heal off this time, so yeah, with that untouchable, man, it's just so difficult.
This Boundless is going to heal a lot, though.
Boom,
Yeah,
as in full.
yeah.
So
this is
it's
what everyone was
fine.
complaining about with Monkey King early on. If he has a bunch of points in Jingu and just bounce strikes when he has the passive on, it's literally a full heal.
Again, they try to go aggressive on the Bat Rider, but he just fireflies over the ledge, and he's fine. He's actually turning back on Illidan again. Not going to be a kill, but just applies a bunch more pressure. And then the sticky napalm charges, and now he's flying over to the bounty room, but it's already picked up. Actually, his teammate, Nyx Assassin, got it.
Shiny.
And he also has the blink queued up here with the soul ring and even an infused raindrop on top of that. Got Mirana. Mirana's going Ags. It's been a while since we've seen a Mirana Ags, it seems like.
It's been a very long time. They're just looking to have a little more magic damage to punch through the Enchantress, knowing they're running that as one of their primary damage sources.
What is
Really
going on?
helps just to be able to cut through.
Top lane here. Illidan trying to get that turn kill with the Chronosphere, and it works out, actually. That damage of the Chilling Touch. So freaking much. Another bash coming out. The time
That
walk to
time
avoid
walk.
the Impale. Well played by Illidan.
So sick. Beautifully played.
Yeah, with the Ancient Apparition there, it was for sure enough damage. That's what I was worried about when he first launched the Chronosphere. I was like, is he really getting a turn kill? But that Chilling Touch.
By the way, have you seen this Monkey King Arcana before?
In pub games, at least, yeah.
Like, every time he gets an ult, it gets cooler.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Amps up, kind of like the Juggernaut one, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty beefy right here with that Bloodlust as well. And he is not going Echo Saber, by the way. He's actually got a Sanjin Yasha queued up.
Dire's bottom
surprising.
tower is under attack.
Like, they do very similar things, right? They help you stick to your target. They help you get to Jingu stacks faster. S&Y gives you a little bit more HP and a little more damage. You just don't get the instant double hit. So, valuing the skirmishing ability more than the ability to get to 4 stacks faster.
Heal us.
He's going to run at Wish right here again. The heal's coming out. Has the full charge. Enchantress has to be very safe, so he's going to maybe balance strike for the creep wave. No.
It's still on cooldown for a while.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. That would be why. But going back to that, I'm kind of thinking, like, wouldn't you, especially against the Enchantress, you could argue that that's where the Echo Saber even gets more value.
Yeah.
Because of the slow.
They'll never see me coming.
Radiant's
Choosing not
middle
to.
tower is under attack.
What's up here? Chill. He's fine. Just, in fact, he's the one that's zoning them out now. Going back in.
It's just chilling.
Just chilling. I almost said it, but tried to lay off of it. It's too easy.
I'm really glad this troll is going Mask of Madness. We've seen a few go Vlad's, and it seemed very lackluster on trolls, on Ursa's. I love Mask of Madness in this situation.
Middle lane, Enchantress could be in trouble here. Bloodlust put up. Once again, throws out the heals. A Fire Blast done. See Ogre Imagine just swinging that mace so ever so slowly. And now, actually, they are getting somewhat turned. Spiked Carapace prevents more. And again, that heal of Enchantress with the level 4 untouchable. You're just not going to kill her with just these two heroes. That's pretty evident.
More than likely not. This Boundless could almost one-shot the Nyx, though.
See, drops her to half-life even.
Yeah, it would have put Nyx at 200.
Bat Rider trying to do the stack over here to the side, and they make it most of them, but oh, out comes a Chronosphere. Cold Feet applied, and with a Chilling Touch, he's dead. they make him pay.
Yeah, and very nicely timed Moonlight Shadow, too, to save Thompson. He got gone on by Nyx Vendetta, and they had him down to 1 hit. Faded out with Moonlight.
Dire's
All in
middle
all, the
tower
coordination
is
just
under
seems
attack.
much better out of
Dire's
SFT.
structures
They're
are
pairing their
fortified.
skills a little bit better. They're communicating a lot better. And you can definitely see its impact throughout the game.
Nikwa here, 1,300 gold saved up. Mentioned the Ags decision on Mirana. It looks like he's going for.
Is under attack.
And more of that offlane Mirana. He just arrows in to stop Troll Warlord at least a little bit. May set up a deny? No.
Dire's
gonna
middle
commit to it.
tower has fallen.
Ends up still being the easier tower kill there, but here to harass is Nikwa, and maybe pick off the courier. Oh, they see it with the vision. Yeah, she's going in. Leaped a little bit too awkward. So, nope. Wolf farm bottom now. But yeah, being the offlane Mirana, is that where it maybe makes sense then? Is the idea that she's going the Ags here?
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
I mean, there's there's just not a lot you need out of the Mirana in this game. You don't need a ton of right-click damage. You just need damage to put into the Chrono. So whether that comes as magic or right-click, it really doesn't matter.
They run down the Faceless Void top lane. Ancient Apparition also goes down. The Ice Blast did connect on a couple, but double kill ultimately for Enchantress here, running down with the drums.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And by far the person they need getting these kills the most. Already mitigating a lot of the weaknesses of Enchantress, grabbing these drums super early, sitting at 1100 HP, and as soon as the mobility item comes in, she's in good shape.
Oh, he got the Bash Proc middle lane on it, tops in. The Macropyres put down the Spiked Carapace stun. It's not enough though initially, but the ranged auto attack will do it. That Bash Proc does it for Troll Warlord with the Mask of Madness. Meanwhile, Ogre Magi, he's going to be found by Bat Rider, and he's probably dead too. Yeah, so he'll just burn him down. So movement from Team Moriarty. And this is going to be a Roshan as well, yeah, especially with the Troll Warlord. It's going to drop that now.
Impetus is, or Untouchable's really nice for this because it lets Troll just beat on this and bash. That's going to be enough to scare Enchantress out a little bit, though. There's just no follow-up for them right now. Your Mirana's too low on mana.
Oh, Mirana's going in still. Oh my god, that was awkward. So the coordination not necessarily on point, leaping into it. However, it's still cleaning up pretty nicely. Bat Rider and Troll Warlord picked off. Roshan did not die fast enough. Enchantress now, she's in trouble. She's trying to run this whole time. Untouchable, of course, helping with that, and she will survive. But that went from funky to actually working out pretty well for SFTe-sports.
Yeah, they're going to get the rush out of this, too. There's really nothing that Moriarty can do to contest.
Even commits the Wukong's command just in case. They did not want that being stolen. And so they get it. Yeah, that was interesting because it felt like that wasn't the best Chronosphere, but at the same time, it really was with how it worked there. Still enough life on Roshan to save for it after. So Troll Warlord trying to finish that Yasha himself now as he's pushing out the top lane, but talk about a nice stop of momentum there from SFTe-sports.
Yeah, it's such a huge momentum swing. Mirana got a big burst of gold out of that as well. So sitting at, you know, over halfway to the Aghanims. If this comes in pre-20 minutes, they're in very, very good shape.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Nice blast comes out top, but the tower's already dead. Tops in middle lane meanwhile. Mana burn on him. Another impale, now for another 6 seconds. Has a soul ring for it. Vexia trying to assist to survive. Here comes the time dilation from Faceless Void, and Chill is going to fall. Leaping away as the Monkey King into the trees. He actually will escape, and Nyx Assassin now is also in trouble. Nice dodge on the impale from Faceless Void there. A couple of bash procs. And he secures that kill. So nice double kill for Illidan. Might push a bottom lane perhaps out of this. Still has that Aegis, of course. Monkey King almost has his own full SNY now completed, even just with the Yasha, though. Nice tool to start moving around the map and getting involved in fights here.
For sure.
Rana Zags is also just about here. Flash, she's good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gets out in time. But yeah, Chronosphere is already just about back up here for Faceless Void.
And the next one, honestly, Mirana's very close to the Ags now. 600 gold. If that comes out without her dying again, I really struggle to see how Moriarty's going to take a fight.
Oh my gosh, this Nyx Assassin has no clue how close he is to die. Oh, they see him now. Do they have any kind of dust? They do not. Yeah, the scan hit him right at the last second as he was nearby. But, oh, the Courier's not. The Courier. Not a lot on the Courier, but Nyx Assassin cannot get it. The jukes are real. So better get those items. And if you're the Dire side, or Radiant side, don't overcommit to this Courier kill. They're trying. Oh no. Oh no, it's just a Courier, guys. It's not worth your lives. Okay, Spiked Carapace. So the Courier is still kind of just chilling in the area. And now Nyx Assassin will go down. So Bat Rider, he actually gets out, but the Courier stays alive throughout all of that too.
What an excellent Courier bait.
That was very good use.
Oh, it's Enchantress.
Yeah, she has a 4-staff, the Hurricane Pike. Gotcha. What about an Axe on her? Because I know that's considered a pretty good damage item on her, too.
Yeah, it's... it's hard because you have to make the decision between Hurricane Pike and Ags, and then you generally have to go some type of BKB. Ooh, awkward. Blank chrono from Illidan in the top lane.
Wait, what?
He went on Batrider, and Batrider just blinked out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see anyone on the minimap close, so that must have just happened. All right, as he went in. Yeah, that's so much for that cooldown being ready. That's going to be not ready for another 100 seconds or so, but Enchantress going a little deep here. Force Staff over the ledge, though. Ice Blast coming out in response. They get the lasso up on a Monkey King, however, and they will pick him off. But here comes Faceless Void. But again, no Chronosphere. That is pretty clutch. The Cold Feet on a Troll Warrior, though, procs. And they get the kill there. Time walk away. Aegis is still on him anyways, but it gets the kill on Jakiro. And now Nyx Assassin going to be picked up as well. Killing spree for Illidan right here. He does fall, but he's coming right back up here. Mirana is still alive in the backlines. Not much life to work with. In fact, she might be in trouble here as she decides to run in. Leaps at the last second, and the Ags effect kicks in.
Yeah, she almost could have killed him if she just queued there. It probably would have led to her own death, though.
Oh, they find him now. The blink. Faceless going to get in there. The Ignite's put up. He's in trouble. There's a Bloodlust, a couple of auto attacks. Get a bash proc. Oh, the Ice Path comes out, though. We're not done just yet. Time Walk is ready to go again. Mask of Madness as soon as it wears off, but he's not going to go for it. And for good reason, the Shrine Pop keeps him alive. And now Ogre Magi's the one that's actually going to die. So they do chase a little bit too far in the end. Ends up backfiring at least for the Ogre. But overall, Faceless and Mirana staying alive, so I think SFTe-sports still winning the fight.
Yeah, that Ags is online on Niqua now, too. So much damage going to be coming out in the next fight from that.
Yeah, she has Blink to follow, so yeah, this is kind of that little more of the old school build here. Old school as in like...
She totally follows the old school build. It's Blink into usually one defensive item, Yules or Lincolns, and then just going E-Blade Dagon.
Yeah, just be like the heavy magic burst.
Shadows take us.
Troll finishes his own SNY here. Apparently his plans are the Shadow Blade into the Diffusal Blade. Gonna be a while for both, though. Keep an eye on that. Ancient Apparition has high hopes. He wants his own Ags. That's a little further off, though.
Just a little.
Arrow, nope.
And with everything up from SFT, they're in this weird spot where, yes, they could probably take a fight wherever they want, but they also don't really need to. You again are running with a tri-core lineup, but this time you're kind of setting the tempo. Every move Moriarty's made on the aggressive has kind of backfired. Trying to take the Roche, going for the courier bottom.
Well, they're jumping Ogre and Ancient Apparition up here. Monkey King had just ported out, so yeah, leaving the supports behind. That was a smoke gank as well, so yeah, nice couple of finds. A little better as you're getting at. BKB on Illidan almost finished.
Still a while. Yeah. Definitely a very early BKB from him, too, though.
Monkey King also getting.
I'm totally down for Monkey King getting one. He already does a ton of damage, but Faceless Void with just Mask of Madness, not the highest damage output hero.
Why, thank you.
So that's going to be the response, if anything, to... there's plenty in general where it's going to be good against, but you mentioned the Enchantress.
I just mean, BKB is like almost immunity to the Moriarty team. All that really hits you then is Troll.
Yeah.
And that's not that big of a deal. I'm just a little surprised to see the BKBs coming out this early because, as I said, with that kind of immunity and knowing they're that powerful in this game, if you don't feel like you're either going to win or lose this game in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I think you'd want to hold it off one more item, just so you're at the point to be trying to break the base when you get those BKBs. Get that full 10-second duration out of it.
Oh, Faceless Void, he almost has it. Again, the pattern, all that's needed at this time, and that's a find on Nyx Assassin. The Sentry Ward spotted him initially, and they chrono up to guarantee the kill. So they say thank you, Nyx.
SFT could look to capitalize on this, looking to grab one of these T2s outstanding on the map. Probably bottom with where the creep wave is, but still looking like they're content to farm. This should lead to them trying to secure Roche vision control, as it is possibly respawning as early as 10 seconds from now. Like, the only reason I can think of they're not trying to make an aggressive move right now is they really want to wait for the next stages. And I guess Illidan's BKB is very close.
It is going to be a pretty long spawn. 2 minutes from now, even. Just over. So going to have to wait that out here, but yeah, BKB is now finished on Faceless Void. Going to be delivered out. You look at the Radiant side, though. Ice Blast, perfect Ice Blast. It scouts them smoking as well.
Dire are scanning.
And they pinged it
Still
out.
they move forward.
I mean, yeah, they know this, so you're right. It's like, why are they still going? But it's not going to work. As they expect, or as we expected at least. Maybe get the tower. Fortification, though, and backdoor protection prevents that.
The team fights without Chrono, though, are a little bit awkward from SFT. They really want to use that Chrono as like a baseline to set up the fight where they can get an AL to Wukong's command. They have a lot of this bulk team fight, and without that, it's kind of hard. Like, Ogre can't really just waddle up to somebody and Fire Blast. That doesn't work. Yes, they can arrow somebody, but that's inconsistent. You pretty much only have Boundless Strike to set that up if you don't have Chrono.
Radiant are scanning.
So again, Roshan, no doubt, going to be a big objective in this game. In fact, you see the Mud Golem here on the Radiant side scouting it out. I'm guessing that's Enchantresses, just in case. But as we see, it's still not out for another 40 seconds here even. Got a little more time. Pexu also going to check with the Ice Vortex. There is an Invis Rune, and Faceless Void will snatch it up before anyone can do a thing. But yeah, Chronosphere, it is ready. Haven't really seen the Wukong's command come into play yet either. We saw him use it out the Roshan that one time, but that was just simply as a safety net.
Yep. Yeah, with all the changes they've made to that skill, yes, it can be nice. It can be super game-breakingly impactful. But for the most part, you'd rather get an auto or two more off than actually take the time to set that skill up. The cast time on it is so long.
And Nico just farming up this Dire jungle over here to the right side. Doing it well.
Yeah,
holding all the
just
creeps.
picked up his Blink Dagger from bot.
So he's enhancing his farm towards, as you mentioned, the Lincolns. Usually it's been more the traditional build. Would be next in line. Monkey King's own BKB is now delivered. So they got their really key items. Roshan just respawned. The Radiant team knows. Dire does not just yet. Will they check it soon? They're going to smoke up now and try to find a pick first. Jakiro, middle lane, gets exposed as he go. He goes. He's not going to go for the corner. The bash. Riders is going for the Ice Path. He puts it down, but the BKB pop, and Jakiro 4-step away. Going to be fine for now. Nyx Assassin, he's caught off to the side. He was trying to deter them, but he goes down because of it. They do kill the Ogre right there. Not that big of a deal.
Oh, arrow on Enchantress, though. Are they going to commit?
Yeah, they are. You're right. It did connect. It's hard, though. Jakiro does eventually fall because of it, but the Chronosphere catches a couple now. It's just getting worse and worse for Moriarty right here. The bash procs to follow. Chill Force-Staff is not over the ledge, though. He runs right smack dab into the wall, and the Mirana arrow is what set up all that follow there.
It didn't even look like it hit the Enchantress. It procced like alongside of her model.
Middle tower has fallen.
That was the closest arrow I've ever seen.
It went from 1 kill on Nyx Assassin to 4 kills, a tier 2 tower, and now a Roshan kill on top of it. So just all that gained by SFT, and it's not a free Roshan kill though. Enchantress up in 10. Troll Warlord, he's nearby. Putting in damage. Out comes the Ice Blast. I believe it is going to be dodged off to the side. Mirana's getting caught by the lasso. Rhino Manda burning to death right there. Faceless Void caught in the Ice Blast. So yeah, Nico does go down, and Illidan overstepping his boundaries, and Troll picks off Monkey King. You're right, they're getting way too scattered. And now they're going to pick off Faceless Void as well. Double kill for Troll. That's going to be the Roshan on top of that. They really got scattered there in that fight, and that was not good coordination.
Like, when the Batrider grabbed the Mirana, they more than likely could have just tumbled in on the Roshan and at least finished it. Instead, they chose to go out and fight, and they were already down the Mirana. They didn't have some core ultimates, obviously, like Chronosphere. Just very brave to make the choice to go outside instead of just committing on the Roshan.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And just these swings, the graphs helping us see that story as well, but this is another game of swings. We had the series earlier today. The first one, at least, I had plenty of it.
That's the base, correct?
Is the tier 3 at least dead, and that's probably Matherax. He pops the BKB for this Mirana. Whoa. That was really funky. Leap of the Force out. Monkey King, a big balance strike on the backlines on the Wukong's command is popped for this. Jakiro does go down. Fire Blast, it hits Troll Warlord. And they pursue after him. Faceless Void is back up. Chronosphere in 2 seconds, by the way. It looks like Troll's going to be fine. Over up here. That's what Faceless Void's doing. He's beating down the Enchantress with that BKB. Gets that kill. Chill. On the Bat Rider. He blinks away. Nyx Assassin is going to use a Chronosphere for this. Probably not. Won't need it. Bat Rider. They still know he's over here. In fact, the Ice Blast is going to spot him and catch him.
That's going to disable the blink for quite a while, but nobody really in range to follow this. Maybe Murano with that blink.
And the arrow. Whew, it almost connected. Starstorm's not going to hit either.
That wasn't the
And
hard
now he
cast one,
blinks.
though. That was the Egg Starstorm.
True.
But he is out.
Okay. Whew. At least he gets away.
That was an adventure.
That was. Mithrax did die. Worth pointing out.
Are scanning.
It's the big happening for Moriarty. So they strike first when it comes to the base, at least. Troll Warlord helps with that.
Now, Chrono is still up, so the potential to actually take a team fight is still very strong for SFT, and I think they need to be looking for one soon. Yes, there's still an Aegis on Troll, but we just saw if you start scattering them out, you can actually just kill everyone else around the Troll.
Gotcha.
Chrysalis now picked up by
Radiant's
Faceless
bottom
Void.
tower is under
Heaven's
attack.
Halberd, the choice from Monkey King coming out here for his next item.
Interesting. It's very, very good into Enchantress. You just make her sit there. I mean, that's all the hero does.
Yeah, but is Monkey King the hero that, like, that's where it feels odd to me. But, I mean, Faceless Void does seem like he is the majority of their right click, especially, again, with the Chronospheres.
I'm more surprised he doesn't just split the S and Y.
Oh, true. Yeah, oh, he might actually do that. Because he just got the Talisman, but he could do that. You're right. Choosing not to. At least for now. Troll, what does he have now? He has a Diffusal. That's a nice new toy for him. The Aegis
Right off the back
still
of the BKB, too. So he's got his BKB that he used last fight. There's the Chrono.
Whoa, yeah, that just runs right up to them, pops a Chrono, and Enchantress and Jakiro are all of a sudden dead. A couple of BKBs being committed to that as well, but it's two heroes now taken out. 40 seconds, they're not going to have them. Nyx Assassin.
Time to move.
Oh, you'll see them now, but they have no information that he's nearby.
That's the risk with running a core Enchantress, though. It's so squishy if it gets caught. You just explode, and there's very little you can do to counter it.
The prize is mine.
Yeah, they're going to play the better objective game, go for the top tier 1, which is actually still up. Not often at 30 minutes into the game, especially with how this one's been going, but they're going to get that at least, maybe even tier 2 as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That'll probably be the
push.
end of it. With Chrono up, I don't even know if they'll go for this T1 anymore.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're not even going to get tier 1. Jeez. 50 seconds more for the Chrono. Not worth sticking around as they are TPing in. So, Monkey King, he is going to sit on the old SNY even, and is going to go the Heaven's Halberd now.
Very interesting. He's got so much evasion now. He actually took the evasion talent as well as getting the Heaven's Halberds, so a little bit odd, something I haven't seen very often. Going both S and Y and Halberd, and then doubling up on the evasion.
To be fair, I mean, Magic Resist also would be pretty good this game on top of that, but with the BKB already, I'm sure he's getting the 40 damage here.
Is under attack.
As
It's
far as
definitely
this next
debatable.
One.
He
So?
built super tanky, so the Magic Resist kind of double dips with his health pool being that big.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to make it that if you get jumped on, you may not die until your BKB. Like, he already does plenty of damage. We saw how fast they can blow
Dire's
people
top
up.
shrine is under attack.
Maybe he does. Keep an eye on that. There's a Shrine kill, though, coming out. As the Aegis is reclaimed, but
Dire's
Troll
top
Warlord
shrine
drops it really
has
quickly.
fallen.
Ancient Apparition
Dire's
almost
top
has that
tower
axe
is
actually
under
finished.
attack.
Oh, they dust him. Oh, that's a kill. Don't know if that was a scan or something, but they spotted him somehow.
There was the sentry up at their shrine. I think they caught a little glimpse of him while Troll was hitting the shrine.
So Faceless Void, 2,700 more gold saved up. Does he go Bloodthorn here or
Dire's top
Daedalus, you
tower
think?
is under attack.
I would assume Bloodthorn. I think it's just more versatile and it's similar damage. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. I would like Bloodthorn more, I think. Arrow hitting Batrider though. Long distance arrow.
Hail Mary. Fake. Lasso TP.
He's out.
He is out. Good decision there.
How is that Batrider so tanky? Man.
Yeah, the Eels even. Just well, to be fair, Mirana's not right click. She's
but I mean, eating a double Starstorm like with a 5-second arrow and still got out with what, half health roughly?
Yeah, true.
It was just a ton of HP.
Monkey King. Monkey King did go the 40 damage. Okay, so yeah, I can see the argument for both ways, but takes the damage.
Which would more than likely he's probably taking the Boundless Strike then at 25 as well. Just gonna look shotgun out that huge chunk. But I feel like he needs a Shadow Blade at this point.
Oh, this was Nyx opening on a Faceless Void initially. Turns around with the Chronosphere, and again the target of Enchantress. She is just dead as the fight begins. Jakiro just melts away. That Crystal's doing work. Troll Warlord, he's taking the bash procs. He's dealing out plenty himself, but it's not nearly enough. He too goes down. Double kill for Thompson. Actually getting credit that Wukong's command. Definitely doing work in the fight as well. Nyx Assassin. That's another double kill. This one for Illidan's of both cores. Spreading the love right here as Batrider will probably be fine.
Needs to blink.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a super Boundless ready.
Keep running arrow. He's going to dodge that. Monkey King wants it, man. He wants it. He's not going to get it, though.
He's going to lose his Jingu here real soon.
Yeah. Oh my god, he actually got it. He just flew over to the trees. Alright, so that will do it. And that ends up being the whole cleanup here.
It's taking a lot of time, though. I mean, yes, they're starting to lay into this tier 2 bottom lane. They are finally going to collect a little more on the top side as well. But you got to wonder, if the bat didn't send them on that wild goose chase, would they be beating on the racks right now?
That's true. That's true. They push the secondary tower. But don't think they're going to be able to get much in tier 3. What's happening up here? Nyx Assassin, he wants to try to pick off Nikwa, but it's going to come at a cost. He did not realize Monkey King was nearby still.
No detection.
Moonlight Shadows. Oh, no, that's just a Vendetta. What am I saying? Activated right there.
Dire are scanning.
She activated Moonlight Shadows herself, so.
He wants to use this Boundless.
Yeah, he'll just push out the lane with it.
Is under attack.
Nyx Assassin still scouting it. They don't have a gem, do they? They have one on the courier currently. There goes a sentry. He already opened though onto the Monkey King. Faceless Void's running into another. Chronosphere's ready. And once again, Enchantress is no longer in the fight. Neither is Troll Warlord. Yeah, this core Enchantress just really hasn't done anything.
That's going to be at least a set of racks right there. Even if Troll buys back, I don't believe they have any hold potential. These Chronos have just been so well placed.
I mean,
He did go full Daedalus.
Did he? Okay. Why not? Just more hard, raw damage here. Enchantress, though, yeah, it's these items are, like, in theory good, but Faceless Void just doesn't care. He jumps in first and Chronospheres every time, and that's like the third fight in a row where we've just seen her blow up.
Yeah, she had her window before all the BKBs. After that, she had to be so scared about her positioning. Like, getting Chronoed is guaranteeing you're gonna die.
So top set of racks.
There is no Chrono up. They need to be a little careful to not overstay here.
They have Wukongs. Maybe they'll activate it preemptively, if anything. Gonna keep them out. The Magpie's put down, but then they go, and 2 hits later, he's dead. BKB is popped by Faceless Void. He doesn't have an Aegis, so he'll need to be a little careful about going deep here. Falls back as the Fire Blast stun hits. There's the Firefly lasso initiation, but it's just not enough. We got the time that's off. However, Troll Warlord will finish the job, so they do take out Faceless Void. Meanwhile, Monkey King was back here this whole time.
Boundless the creeps.
Turn around, Wukong's command actually, and the Boundless on top of it kills the Troll Warlord. He buys back immediately, as does Batrider. But plenty of damage, of course, already done.
I mean, that's now at 22,000.
Yeah. Oh. Ancient Apparition almost just, he just took a huge chunk out of Enchantress's life. Right there.
Trying to find an AA is really scary.
With an Axe especially. Managed to get it. That's how this game's been looking. And the Shivas on Mirana now finished too. Yeah, they're just going to retreat now and get even bigger and better items. 5,000 gold on Faceless Void.
Look at the net worth chart. That's just rough.
Yeah, it's quite the kill streak as well for the Dire side. You just look at the blimps at the bottom there. It's just been all for them.
And this is just one of those situations that you can kind of start to see the experience level of different teams. How often you recover from a bad wipe, it tells a lot about your team's experience. Like Moriarty, they got wiped once, okay? And it was bad. They were going to lose 2-2-2s. They lost a whole set of people. And then a couple people were out of position trying to defend before everyone was up and ready, and then they lose them. Queue a racks, lose a couple more, lose more racks. Like, you got to learn when to stem the bleeding and wait for everybody to res. Do sneak in an Aegis though, so
yeah.
little glimmer of okay.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's something. They get the Aegis, and Troll will head back towards the top lane, but need to be very careful that the rest of his team doesn't get caught here while he's pushing that out. Monkey King is actually the one that needs to be careful though. They're gonna jump him. Reaction's coming. Will it get here in time? Him to stacks. He is tanky, and I think he's gonna be too tanky. That Hurricane Pike, it's not gonna matter. Out comes Akonos, and guess who it caught? His favorite friend. Oh my God. I want to say that was 4 hits to kill Enchantress right there, I'm pretty sure. And now Troll's manning up. Time Dilation popped. He gets away. The Ice Path avoids it. Mirana just jumped right in. She didn't care, and that might actually backfire. The Bash Box happening. The Eel's in the air, though. Mirana with Moonlight Shadows. That armor, the tankiness, it is a little much. Nope, he burns down to the fire, but they will get the Aegis use on Troll. They're now going to reset. Flash, Jakiro. He's dead. One more auto attack from Monkey King. Troll Warlord. Last man standing. It's not going to be Troll. He even ate the cheese. He's really trying. It ain't going to work, though. GG, well played. SFTe-sports is moving on to face Team Tuho in the finals tomorrow.
Dire victory.
Yeah, very well played from SFT overall. Couple sloppy moments, but all in all, very well done. They kept the composure when things went poorly, and I mean, just took advantage of any opening they found there.
All right, so the long day is going to be in the books here for today, and like I said, the finals, just to clarify again, it's the finals of the initial European qualifiers. The winner of then will now be SFTe-sports versus Tuho. Will then move on to the main portion of these European qualifiers to then compete for the couple of land spots as well as a $50,000 prize pool. So that's what's on the line here. We saw Effect of the CIS region get in. Again, the other teams in the event that I at least have on paper here are Vega Squadron, Hellraisers, Team Empire, Effect, as I mentioned, Kingwin, Midder Feed, which is the Weehaw stack there, and apparently Na'Vi had to pull out, is what I'm actually looking at now as well, unfortunately. So, yeah, for now, it's a to be decided. So we'll see who that ends up being. But that portion of the event at this point is set to start tomorrow. Coming at you. So obviously looking forward to that big time and seeing how it all now moves on here into yet another stage of the event. The match is only going to get bigger and better with the quality of teams, no doubt. But props to Team Moriarty here for giving it a shot, and they're playing, again, a pretty hot team right now that is SFTe-sports from the European region. So looking forward to that. But ZrRock, our day is coming to an end. One more time, the SkinCoin WCA event that you're tuning into. You can type !SkinCoin in chat. You can also go to skincoin.org for more information. It's a cryptocurrency new to the esports world, and you can trade for your favorite skins both in Dota 2 as well as CSGO. So check it out, guys. Skincoin.org for more information. But once again, I am BreakyCPK, and I was joined by ZrRock here. ZrRock, we would like to give you the chance. Any shout-outs, any final words?
Nope.
Keeping it simple. All right, guys. With that said, we're wrapping up. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Right now, the broadcast schedule is starting at 17 CEST, which, of course, would be 11 a.m. Eastern. So that's what I have on file here at least. Already looking forward to it, guys. Actually, it might even start earlier than that now I think about it. Because of the 2-0 versus SFT. Yeah, it might actually be earlier. It's going to be tomorrow. That's what matters. We're moving into the main portion of the event, so look forward to it, guys. The SkinCoin WCA. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.